Oh yeah. We're rich, lads. Well, for me there's a lot of money. I still desperately hope we can get our grubby little mitts on another warbow or two. Right, off we go. Nordholz. It's been less than a week since we've been there, so it's not likely we'll get what we want, but I think it's worth a try. We're into our final week of the 100-day same map challenge. Some thugs, a few marksmen, some raiders. Very similar group to what we fought a little while ago. And which was frankly a little bit difficult, so I'd rather not fight them unless I have to. Are they leaving us alone? It looks like it. Yeah, good. Hey! So 79 skill on Julius, 79 on Electora. Interesting. So who's got more fatigue and more range defense? A little bit more fatigue on Electora. A little bit more range defense on Julius. Then again, Electora has Berserk, Bullseye. Yeah, but Julius has Overwhelm and Killing Frenzy. Okay, so one more warbow is needed and our archers are fully geared. Also, there's this closed mail coif. I could have sworn we had another one. Just an open mail coif. Let's take a look at the numbers here on the armor. Oh god, a lot of that needs to be repaired. I think we just go straight to a city that's got a blacksmith and we just pay to get that all repaired. We don't have time to sit around and have it repaired. That little one skull mission I don't think is going to do enough for us. There you go, armorer. I reckon we need to hit tools and we need to do a house affiliated mission. We'll head back south and do some work for House Periwinger. So let's identify what needs to be repaired. Unfortunately, this is going to be quite expensive, but it is instant. $208. That cost us quite a lot. I'd love to pick up the scale armor, but I'm still hopeful we can buy another warbow in a few days' time. So what sort of fatigue are we spending on these guys up front in the helmets? There's -8 there. There's -9 here. So I think if I can buy... Just thinking. I want to get a better helmet than that. So 140 for -9. 150 for -9. Yeah, I think that's... Yeah, it's an extra 10. For 1,000, is it worth it? I don't think so. I think I'm going to go for that one. That's 2 fatigue less and only 10 armor less. It's probably good value. Not too expensive either. It's the padded nasal helmet. It's some of the lightest of what we've got on the front line. Oh, hang on, this is too light. Wow, 115. Yeah, but Aurelius's main issue is his lack of fatigue here. It's such a pity. On his next level, we'll 100% be getting Flail Mastery, because that's just going to help the little bit of fatigue that he does have go further with every swing. Okay, I'm pretty pleased. Oh, hang on, I forgot to get that armor repaired. What sort of percentages do we have here? Ooh, I could probably do with repairing that Warhammer as well. I feel like mail shirts is what I want in the back line. Oh no, never mind. We're going to be doing mail hallworks. Hans, thanks for the host, friend. Go get some sleep, you maniac. We've got some junk to offload here. That's junk at this point. That's not junk, that's profit. I saw you fighting vampires and I was like, I can't watch. It's just, it makes me scared. Even watching people fight vampires. Absolute nightmare to deal with those things. The only way I've had any success against vampires is with fishing nets. Right. Let's head south. Oh, hang on. Potentially not. Maybe we don't go south. Maybe... So, it's Periwinger who we are most allied with. Let's go spend a few days down at the south. Periwinger. Although, you know what? Just approach it slightly another way. We need to defeat another mercenary band. And essentially it's these northern houses that we are not allied with. So if we can come across a mercenary band that we can beat, and that's employed by one of those houses, even by one of these houses, employed either by Sommerwine or by Niedergard, then we'll take them on and achieve this ambition. It's also probably worth doing some mathematics and working out how much it costs to pay to have stuff repaired at a blacksmith as opposed to buying the tools and doing it yourself. Well, I'll do a bit of calculations offline. I'll check it out. Okay, so some thugs, a few poachers, many raiders, and a leader. That's not... Okay, look, it is scary, of course, but there's a leader there. I want whatever he's wearing. We've got two warbows and a masterwork warbow. So we are absolutely going to be able to outshoot the enemy marksmen. They're not even marksmen, they're poachers, and the thugs will just die. So it's the raiders and the leader that we've got to be careful of. So, here's a question. Are we going to need 30 arrows? I don't think so. I'm tempted to take a second, third and fourth set of nets, but 2 nets, probably fine. Axes, swords... I'm just kind of faffing now. Okay, let's do this. Cheeky bastard. Oh, crap. That's a marksman. It said only it lied to us. It said poachers. Video game, you lie. Winged mace. Looks like wolf armor. But is that the 100-point wolf armor or the 140-point? I hope it's the 140. 20%, it's hardly worth taking the shot. 80%. Let's just think about this. 140. That'll be lovely. I'd love to get my hands on that. So that bugger and that bugger are my biggest concerns. This doesn't... Oh, I'm one square off being able to get a clear shot at him. So Julia should have a clear shot there. The thing is, I can always wait and let the crossbowmen come forward so I can shoot at them, but then they're going to get their shots off. What I really want to achieve is kill them before they even get a single shot off. It's not going to be easy though, because, okay, Mark Anthony himself doesn't have bullseye, so in that case then, and on that basis, let me try to soften up some of these guys who could be quite dangerous. Two of my other archers actually have bullseye, so they will shoot at the two crossbowmen, particularly that one. That one will die first. I think we're going to stay put for this turn, so let's get shield wall up on the whole of the front line. Martinius doesn't have bullseye. Oh, you absolute monster. Well done. Oh. This is the power of a warbow with berserk and killing frenzy. On balance, I actually regret taking overwhelm on my archers. It was a bit of an experiment, and on balance, I think it's not worth it. On the basis of the fact that it's just not proccing often enough. I think I would have been better off taking bullseye. And looking at this here, you can make an argument for replacing student with crippling strikes. I go back and forth with student, but I think student is a good way to consider. See, 32% as opposed to 20 on the other guys. It's worth a shot. So student is just, I look at it as an investment. You're investing in that soldier. It makes them weaker in the short term, but obviously makes them stronger in the long run. Get him, Julius. That's true. Oh, like the thing is, student replaces itself, but getting up to level 11. I mean, so Mark Anthony here is our most experienced. He's one of the original companions, and we're coming up on 90 days now. So it's taken him 90 days for you to get that skill point back. It's great that you eventually do, but actually, Doral, I'm not quite ready for Doral to get his sword out. Once that crossbowman is down, he can get his sword out. Because I know what happens. If I whip out his greatsword, he's just going to eat every crossbow bolt that gets shot and he'll die. He's only got 70 hit points. Let's not forget that. Okay, here we go. Headshot, instant death. Oh, thank God. Did he pass his move up? Interesting. If you can't tell, I truly hate marksmen that have crossbows. Thank God these aren't arbalesters. Those would just be horrifying to have to deal with. Yeah, we will run at them on the next turn. Yeah, I agree, Wolfric. I've just been listening to my YouTube commenters and I've been going back and forth about whether or not taking student was right or not, but I still maintain it was the correct call. Nice, so that's an open avenue over there. And Julius should have a clean shot at him. Well, not quite. Is it time to give them the old run at? Let's see. Acts in 16 turns, acts in 7 turns. We're absolutely winning the archery battle, so let's just shield wall one more time up front. Ooh. Once these crossbows go down, I'll feel so much happier. That's actually a good point as well. He would have taken a long time to get there where he is now. 65%. 249s or 160. I'll take the 249s here because I'm firing into a group. Excellent. one thing about student that I think I would agree with, which was an excellent point made by one of the YouTube viewers, was that if it's one of the guys that I'm looking to replace, then absolutely don't take student, because they're not going to be around long enough to get the advantage of it. If it's someone that I'm not going to be looking to replace and I want to have them go all the way, absolutely take student. And that was absolutely a mistake that I made in this playthrough early on. He's just standing there, thank God for that. Okay, we're going to start creeping forward now. Although maybe not. I mean, Mark Antony and Julius are going to be able to take down that guy. Probably if I move my front line forward now, then my archers are not benefiting from the extra range defense. What the hell, there's no reason to change this. We are comfortably winning this range battle. No reason whatsoever to take any risks now. As soon as this guy goes down, we're just going to sprint at them. Oh, bless your little heart, throwing your toothpicks and your axes at us. Let's just wait. I'm not going to put my shields up just yet. We are slowly spending a bit of fatigue there. I'd love to be able to move up here, but then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can take an unobstructed shot at him. I think that's probably better. One unobstructed shot is better than 2 obstructed shots. Get him, Julius. Ah, terrible shot. Okay, I'm going to wait, move the line forward by 1. Then that'll give Mark Antony an open shot. So we'll go like that. And I mean, generally, in terms of overall game tactics, I think I would benefit from being a lot more defensive with my frontline guys. I tend to view my frontliners as damage dealers, and I'm beginning to think that maybe that's not the best way of looking at them. Their job is just to stay alive and absorb hits and allow your archers to go to work. Okay, fine. Attack straight through his high defense and his shield wall. Fine. And if you look at the list of casualties we've had this campaign, it's like 30 people long, and it's all frontliners. I think we've only lost about 3 archers. Ha-ha! And that's a pierced hand. Awesome. That's going to reduce his ranged skill, so he's even less dangerous now. Good point. Shield equipped, he's not a DPS dealer. I mean, don't get me wrong, some of the single-handed weapons can do some real damage. You know, looking at the fighting axe particularly. The fighting axe, if you didn't know, is fucking lethal. Okay, who's got weak head armor? You do. Aurelius. I want you attacking that lad. He's only got a rusty Malcoif. That's not good enough. Get wrecked, mate. Okay, so what's going to happen here? Scipio goes there. Doral goes here and whips out his two-handed sword. I'm worried about that. Oh, once again, Lucius, our only mace user, is on the other side of the battlefield. Let's hurry up and kill these raiders. Ooh, if I release this dog... I never know where the dog's going to go. If I put the dog here, he could quite as easily go to this raider as he could to that archer. Oh, Mark Antony, this is you. God, what a beast he is. %51% chance. What is your melee defense? 39, that's pretty damn good. Oh, nice hit. So your melee defense, 29, not good enough. Shield up. One thing I want to kind of go back to on my raiders is having quick hands, because now, like in this situation, if I want to use my two-handed sword, I have to expose myself to 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, probably 5, without a shield. So without a shield, got 20 and 11. I think we can start ignoring that little bow. It's not much of an issue, is it? Martinez, okay, you don't have a two-handed axe. I think Electora is going to move up here and get his long axe out. Let these lads do work. 35, 30... Yeah, what the hell, we may as well finish off that little bugger. Not going to release the dog. I don't want it to die. It's another 400 gold wasted if the dog dies. How can he be throwing toothpicks at Martinez? He's in a bush. He's hidden. It's weird. Anyway. Yeah, Aurelius really, he does badly need flail specialization, doesn't he? $37? Yeah, just attack him. I'm not going to essentially waste the time trying to go through the shield. I mean, these are kite shields. They're going to survive for quite a long time. Up here's a different story, though. Ooh, hang on, if I... Yeah, it didn't help, unfortunately, but nice little trick. Out of ammo already, that's the thing. You shoot 3 arrows a turn, you're going to run out of ammo quick. Wrecked. This is actually totally fine for me. That's perfect. I wanted an easy disengage for Lucius, and he's just given me the disengage by knocking me away. Ha! Nerd! That's irritating. Well, taking out the axes is fine. It would have been way worse if it had moved into melee range of my archer. Let's see, so I want to destroy his shield, but on the next turn. Good job, he's nearly down. Oh! Oh, so close. Nice, big damage there. Oh, your time is almost up, friend. There you go. These warbows are just incredible. Okay, Lucius, go to your wee stick and keep this man stunned up. Let's do as little damage as we can to all of his lovely gear that he's got. Oh, piss. Dagger time, boys. Remember, when capturing leaders, to always net them. I just want to get these guys cleared up as soon as I can now. You can always make an argument for quick hands here on your archers so you don't lose this extra shot, but is it worth it? No, I don't think so. Don't I have footwork? Oh, I don't have the fatigue for it. Okay, I managed to stun at least, so that's good. Oh, that's a bad miss! Get wrecked. Ooh! Ooh! Love it. Fighting axe, serious damage that it does. Wait, we can break that shield. He's stunned, you should be able to just walk away. Yeah, nice. Yeah, not a scratch in that armor. I'll get the next net out. I expect him to break out of that net, so got the next one ready to go. Did that stun him? I think so. Just reapplied it. Oh, one of these swings, mate. That sounds so painful. Getting stabbed by a little goblin blade, a notched blade. Ugh. It's gotta suck. Quite dodgy, this fucker. Ah! Okay, he's exhausted. Wonderful. Fleeing. Catching breath. Oh! Mark Antony, you fucking animal. He's too exhausted. Say that again. There you go. My little wee wooden stick, I'll just keep popping you on the head with it. Is there any need to net him, really? Nah. He's not going anywhere. Ooh. Oh, it does make me think how I would love to try doing a dagger specialist. I think a dagger specialist would be generally quite shit, but situationally amazing. Like, you know, at times it would be lethal, but... Oh. That's very nice. 250 for 17. Awesome. Another winged mace. Silver bowl. And it's just a shitty direwolf armor. I'm tempted to run straight back. Ooh, level 11. Congratulations, Mark Antony. 95 ranged skill. What an absolute monster. 2 perks. Okay, so it's got to be Bullseye as one of them. That's actually a very, very good point. Have a sword attack for when puncture is not needed. It's a very, very good point. I'll put that on my to-do list for one of the next playthroughs. Mark Anthony's got fearsome. What's he really missing here? Tempted to say headhunter. Nah. Quick hands could be nice. Recover, adrenaline. Dodge, I don't think is all that necessary. I'm tempted to say crippling strikes, but Executioner. He's got plenty of damage. Yeah, the thing with Headhunter, I thought, oh, awesome skill, but then Hans explained it to me, and I'm like, oh, that makes so much sense. So you have to hit the body to increase the likelihood to hit the head. So let's say you swing 3 times, keep building up these stacks of Headhunter, awesome. Now you've got an enemy that's got no body armor, and then finally you hit the head, and then you do no damage because you've hit a part of the body that's armored. Battleforged, potentially. My archers are my damage dealers, though. So how much pierces armor? 0 to 26 can ignore armor, so it'll only need to... Currently it needs to hit 15 and above to injure, whereas if it's... For crippling strikes, it needs to hit a 10, so it's essentially 66% of the time he will inflict crippling strikes. In a way, it kind of counter-synergizes with Berserk and Killing Frenzy, because I want to be finishing guys off. So I shoot the first time, wound him, then I'm going to shoot again to kill him. Honestly, I think fast adaption. But he's got such high aim. I can't decide. What do you think, guys? Brawny could give him more... Give him execution along with crippling strikes. That's true. Yeah, well, he can't get both now. What I could do is, I've got 4 archers. I can give 2 of them. I can give crippling strikes, and the other 2 can have executioner. But that seems a bit fiddly. I think recover, honestly, because he's got he can recover 50 fatigue. I think recover, yeah. I mean, we saw how he was knackered after 3 or 4 rounds, especially because of Berserk. I mean, this is 12 fatigue. If he shoots 3 times, that's 36 fatigue he builds up. I think that's the correct way to do it. So, even though it's 100 days in, dodge, problem is he's only got, 81 initiative. It would have been 15% of 81. It's like another 10 defense. He's already got 28 range defense, so he's already getting 3 additional range defense per tile. He's normally 7 tiles away, so it's additional 21 range defense, so he's got 50 range defense if standing out in the open. So I think he's got enough defense from enemy archers. His hit points worries me. It's a bit low though. If he takes a headshot from a crossbow, he'll die. So anyway, as I was saying, I'm going to recruit another hunter or 2 on the basis that we've kind of got 2 A-team archers, which is Martinez and Mark Antony. Now, Julius and Electora are less impressive, particularly Julius. So whenever the fights aren't that difficult and I've recruited a hunter, we'll let Mark Antony sit it out and let the new guy get some seasoning. And then eventually we can retire Julius or keep him as a reserve archer. He's done his job, the fat fuck. He's built a masterwork bow. Nice. Scipio Africanus, the Axe Master. Iron lunged and all. That's 3. Yeah, buddy. It's 4. Fuck yes. Let's see. Oh, 100% Battleforged. Without question, Battleforged. The only thing else I might think of is Colossus, but yeah, Battleforged. 100%. Duelist javelin build. What's throwing javelins? How on earth does that work? Because you can't use them in melee contact and melee combat. Let's hit Turnborg. I haven't been there in a while. I recall being able to get my hands on some tools there at Turnborg. Duelist just gives... Oh, I see what you mean. So... Armor ignore. Become one with your weapon and go for the weak spots. With the offhand free, an additional 25 of any damage ignores armor. It does not work with two-handed weapons. So he just throws javelins. So that would be almost 100% ignoring armor. So if you hit someone with them, you're going to fuck them up. 15 fatigue per throw. It seems like kind of a roundabout way to just get yourself to the kind of damage that you would get from a warbow anyway. Oh, I forgot that Martinez has a partly collapsed line. That sucks. It really sucks. Well, anyway, at level 10 he'll get Bullseye. At level 11 he'll get Recover and Fearsome. Oh, another winged mace. Yeah, baby. I did say I wanted to pick one of the frontline lads and make them a hammer expert. So, Lucius, Mace Master. Beetlefus, maybe. Only 61 accuracy. It's not enough. Here we go, Robert, who's going to be a Hammer Master. He doesn't have the fatigue for it just yet, but at 4 he will get Brawny. At 5 he'll get Hammer Mastery, and that'll make his fatigue go further. Sword Raider. Yep, we're almost at the point where I can spend 3,000 on buying another one of these great swords. Oh, you're going to be a Warhammer Raider or an Axe Raider, definitely. And Scipio. Yeah, but without question, our next ambition is getting another warbow. Oh yes, please, give me all your tools. Yes, that's so big. I almost sold the winged mace. Ooh, I've got to give that to someone. Right, who needs armor repairing? It's a touch annoying that you can't repair stuff while it's still equipped. Okay, what you got for us? 240 for 16. That's excellent. Ah yes, closed Malcoif, thank you. So we need one more closed Malcoif. And our archers are fully geared up. So we still need a few more scale mails. Also, Lucius can probably... He can have a lot more fatigue if he isn't wearing this horribly heavy decayed coat. For the moment, it's still good, though. Let's take a look at what we got here. God, I want that two-handed hammer so much. So Balduin is going to be a raider. Whether he becomes a Warhammer user or a War Axe user, I'll leave up to you guys. I won't choose now. You guys let me know whether you want to see him swinging a gigantic axe or a gigantic Warhammer. Necromancer's Refugium to the hills northwest. Don't know the lives there. No, there's a... Necromancer's Refugium, is that up there? No, that's Landard's Defeat. Northwest, he says. Let's go look and see what's there. If we can do that, I'm thinking legendary item. Northwest. So let's go explore over here and see what's in the ice. Oh, hang on. What is that? Just a bit of trees. 120 tools. Hallelujah. Whew. Hello, hello. Lots of eating angers. That's plethora of... That's actually super easy. My god. Let's go farm these up first. Okay, now. Who's low level? Who needs experience? Bertrand, you need experience. Lars, you need experience. Mark Antony, you can sit this one out. Give that masterwork bow here to Martinez. Bertrand, you can just use the pike. This is going to be fun. Let's go kill the zombies. I'll tell you what, if the 13th Legion were in the Walking Dead movie, or it's a TV series, they wouldn't have any problem. They'd be like fully get up, like, what's the problem? What's Skulder saying alive? Is Dahl dead? Dahl's not dead. Look at him. A big badass. You know what, Lucius? You've earned some time off, friend. Do we not have any other two-handed weapons now? Oh, hello. Let's throw some stuff at these zombies. This is probably going to be terribly ineffective. This is just for my own amusement, if I'm honest. What's your ranged value? Nothing. Okay, just stab them. Pokey, pokey, pokey. 20 undead. Easy game. If only we could be paid to go on patrol here. A plethora of Wiedergängers, many armored Wiedergängers, not a problem. Just got to make sure I have enough ammunition. This is going to take a lot of ammunition. I'll tell you what, it's been 45 minutes. Let's leave you guys in suspense. When we come back, it's going to be the zombie apocalypse.